A pleasant, good Tuesday afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Georgetown Eagle Baseball, live tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. I'm Hipp, alongside my broadcast partner and good friend, as always, Galen Wellnicki. Nathan Height, our camera operator up here tonight, is the technical director, and Cole Smith down on the field tonight operating cam, as David England has the night off from SHN, but he's working his other job tonight. So tonight, Galen, a big game here in 19-5A. I know that word is kind of cliche, but we got to talk about it. This is the two top powerhouses, two of the three powerhouses here in 19-5A. And tonight, it's really going to show what Georgetown is made of and also show what Rouse is made of here as the Georgetown Eagles hosting the Rouse Raiders, Galen.
Well, we've got Georgetown comes in 13. They've moved up one place in the poll. In the Texas High School Baseball poll, that's a magazine poll, not the high school coaches poll, which nobody in this district is ranked in that one. And Rouse has dropped down to 17th after their one-sided loss recently to Cedar Park. Cedar Park is not ranked right now.
Well, as we talk about things before we get started here, time now 7:03 p.m. Originally scheduled for a 7 p.m. first pitch, but there was quite a bit of rain threatening the area. We saw it on the radar as it looked like it split us, and it did. I don't think we felt one drop here. But live tonight at Georgetown High School, Georgetown 16-7-1 in this season, 8-0 in district play, coached by Adam Foster in blue and white tonight. And for the Rouse Raiders, coached by Chad Krimpine in maroon and white. They're also 16-7-1, but also, Galen, the stat that stands out, they're 5-1 in district play.
Right, they've already had their bye. They've already had their bye, and we don't have our bye yet for 3 series. So.
Well, again, thanks for joining us here at Georgetown High School. Left field at 323, right field at 323, your left and right power alleys at 385, center field right around 390. And the starting lineup's being called right now on the field. Galen, I'll let you lead off with the Rouse starting lineup tonight.
All righty, we got leading off number 2, Nick Hempel at second base. Batting second will be Hayden Thomas in center field. Jared Southard, the pitcher, will be bat third, and he will not be DH 4. Cody Vanoy, the catcher, will be batting fourth. Dalton Porter, the right fielder, will be batting fifth. Robbie Ramos Caro will be the shortstop, batting sixth. John Dominguez will be the DH, batting seventh. Cody Kelch will be the left fielder, batting eighth. And Caleb Diaz, the third baseman, batting ninth.
Galen, thank you. And now for the Georgetown Eagles starting lineup. The catcher leading off, number 20, Wyatt Childress. The right fielder, number 12, Jackson Siosin. In that third spot tonight, the first baseman, number 23, Cole Moore. Cleaning up tonight, the center fielder, number 6, Ryan Neitch. At third base, number 7, Jeffrey David. In the bottom 3, the left fielder, number 25, Hunter Savarese. Cole Posey, the shortstop, number 5. And then at the bottom of the order, the second baseman, number 8, Luke Seaback. On the mound tonight for Georgetown will be number 14, Grayson Smith. And it should be a good game here for Georgetown. Galen and I have been waiting for this game all season long. And again, very excited about what we are going to see here today. And this should be, in my opinion, one of the top games here, if not the top game so far that we've seen in district play.
Right, and Rouse is still in their top arm tonight in this game, so it should be a real test for Georgetown hitters.
Well, you made a statement earlier about Georgetown and the rankings here with that one poll that we follow at THSC, not the coaches baseball, but THSCA.com, I believe.
It's the Texas High School Baseball coaches, not coaches, but the Texas High School Baseball magazine poll. It's on the. They have an excellent website where they keep track of every district in the state of Texas.
So it shows Georgetown is number 13 and Rouse is 17. We'll send it down to the field now for our country's national anthem.
One of the interesting things here is 2 hours ago people were complaining about the heat, the warmth and the humidity today. Now if you look at the stands, there's hoodies, sweatshirts, and jackets. As the temperature probably dropped 15, 20 degrees when the cold front came through with winds probably 35 to 40 miles an hour. They've simmered down quite a bit now. The flag is blowing toward the right field corner right now.
Yeah, and you can hear the wind there on our crowd mic. I actually switched to an alternative microphone there for the national anthem. And again, here at Georgetown High School, we always pick up the buzzing of the lights, Galen.
Yeah.
So, well, it's just one of those things that we have to work through. But, hey, we couldn't be more blessed to be here at Georgetown High School. As always, we appreciate Coach Adam Foster, Coach Brindley, and all the fine staff here at Georgetown High School. It's always our true joy, honor, privilege, and blessing. Galen, I can't think of enough positive words to be able to call Georgetown baseball again this season and to be sitting next to you, partner.
Well, that's probably overrating me a little bit, maybe underrating Georgetown baseball. But, you know, Grayson Smith's coming out here tonight today, and he's pitched 31 in the third innings with a 3-2 record. He's got a great 23-7 ratio between strikeouts and walks, and he's got a 1.79 ERA. So he'll get a test. He should get a test tonight from the Rouse batters.
Oh, it shouldn't be a bad one for him. And hey, David England sending us our first picture tonight. He is watching the game tonight, so we appreciate David again. Had to work tonight at his regular job. He's does work for the fire department, and boy, what a job that is. And then after all that, has a family and still has time to help us when he can. We appreciate David England tremendously, Galen. We are set to get started here in just a few moments. We'll take a quick break. Georgetown Eagle Baseball will resume here in a few moments.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Hipp Network and SHNSports.com.
Leading off for the Rouse Raiders tonight, first in the order will be the second baseman, number 2, Nick Hempel. And Nick, a right-handed batter for the Rouse Raiders. Galen, we've got our other Rouse crew here tonight as well. Carl Schoening alongside Michael Francis. They have done an excellent job this season, and we appreciate having Rouse as part of the SHN family.
And with our luxurious quarters here at Georgetown, they're able to be inside too.
Absolutely. First pitch, a fastball right across the plate. Grayson Smith coming out, slinging them early here. A lot of velocity behind that first pitch for the young man.
It's been a good day for Georgetown athletics. Today they learned that Galen
second pitch on the way, called a strike as well, and we're already at 0-2 here, Galen. Here on the 0-2 pitch, off the right hand, on its way. This one's going to ground over to Cole Posey. Should be a routine 6-3, a dagger right into the glove of Cole Moore, and Georgetown has the first out. Beautiful execution as we've seen all season. They're on the 6-3. I said 5-3, I believe, Galen.
A workmanlike effort on the first play for a team that's wearing their camouflage jerseys today.
Well, we're testing a new wireless system here tonight. Second in the order, the right fielder. Beg your pardon, it is the center fielder, number 10, Hayden. This one's going to ground foul. It's Hayden Thomas.
Oh, as I was saying earlier, we learned that today that Jalen Knight has been named to the Texas Girls Coaches Association All-State Basketball Team.
Wow, congratulations. We were able to bring Georgetown girls baseball as well to the network the past couple of seasons, or girls basketball. Pitch on the way here, too close inside. And the count now at 1-1. Smith on the mound, stands with that right foot just to the right of the rubber. And the pitch here on the way. This one is going to fly foul way behind us, and the count at 1-2 strikes.
Yeah, it gets in that wind. They may find it someplace down in Round Rock.
1-2 delivery. This one going to hit over to Ryan Nitsch at center field and getting under it, making a catch there with the left hand of his glove. And on a nice fly, 8 there, the second out. So Georgetown Grayson Smith coming out here with a quick 1-2, Galen.
That's what you want to do. You want to put them away as quick as possible.
Jared Southard, the pitcher, now hitting for Rouse. This was a curveball and called a ball. 1-0.
You know, he may be an outstanding pitcher, but he looks like he's all business at the plate too. He's got a good coiled stance down there, and he's.
Here on the 1-0, right-handed delivery, too far outside, 2-0. Next pitch on the way. This one a fastball right across the plate for a strike, 2-1. Here on the 2-1, swing and a miss. Got him. With the strike, 2-2 the count now.
Playing fairly straight away for him. They're shaded a little bit toward right, but not much. It's not much of a shift.
Deuce is wild on the board. Pitch on the way. Clipped the corner. Got him looking for the third out. 1, 2, and 3 for Grayson Smith. A great inning and a great start for that young man in the Georgetown Eagle defense. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We are halfway through the first, and we move to the bottom of the first. We'll keep things right here, Galen. Your thoughts on those first 3 at-bats of Grayson Smith? Great pitching.
We did an excellent job. 13 pitches is all.
For Georgetown, leading off will be the catcher, number 20, Wyatt Childress, and the right fielder, number 12, Jackson Seosin. Third in the order, the first baseman, the power hitter, number 23, Cole Moore.
One thing about this, it'd be great to get out here and just jump on them for a couple runs early here and get them in the rearview mirror and not have to play from behind in this game.
Yeah, because Rouse is a team that can score early and often. And they split that series, their lone loss coming versus Cedar Park, but a powerhouse quality team, the Rouse Raiders. Coach Chad Krempian has done an amazing job turning that program around in his short tenure at Rouse, Galen. Of course, last year winning 19-5A as the outright district champs, and they're trying to defend that title here, but Georgetown poised for a great run as well here in 19-5A, Galen.
He's been successful where he's been. He was successful at Gerald, and he was successful at Salado, and now he's successful at Rouse. So he doesn't matter how many A's you have behind the number. It's for the classification. He's successful at all those stops.
Getting those warm-up pitches out there for Rouse. Number 23, Jared Southard, the pitcher. The catcher tonight behind home plate, number 1, Cody Vanoy. First base, number 20, Lance Little. At second base, number 55, Dalton Porter. Third base tonight will be number 9, Caleb Diaz. The shortstop, number 11, Robbie Ramos-Caro. And from left to right, number 14, Cody Couch. At center field, number 10, Hayden Thomas. And the right fielder, number 55, Dalton Porter. Again, leading off for Georgetown, the right-handed hitter, the catcher, number 20, Wyatt Childress. Childress on the season, his 41st at-bat. He has 12 hits, would be a good time here. And boy, he got hit in the back on that one, a hit by pitch on the first pitch. Childress felt the sting there, as you call it, Galen, the tattoo. May have had some Stitcherooski on his back from that one.
He's got a ways to move up, though, into the number of hit by pitches.
Right fielder, number 12, Jackson Seosin, now at bat, looking for that sac bunt. Jared Southard keeping Wyatt Childress honest there at first. Looks over his left shoulder. Southard, a right-handed pitcher, stands with that right foot right in the middle of the rubber, Galen. Sometimes we see those pitchers stand to the right of it. This is going to be a bunt here, and on the fielder's choice, got him out at second. So Childress will be out at second. Seosin will reach to first on the fielder's choice, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And did that go from the pitcher over there to the shortstop, Galen?
Yes.
So it was a 1-6. Third in order, the first baseman, number 23, Cole Moore, the left-handed hitter for the Georgetown Eagles. Cole Moore is 70th at-bat of the season, leading the team. 29 hits, looking for his 30th here. The first pitch on the way to Cole is going to be a ball. Want to know the early count.
He was stinging the ball pretty well in batting practice. Of course, this is not a batting practice pitcher he's going against.
Southard looks down, the pitch on its way, curves in, clips the corner for a strike, even count at one, aces across the board, Galen.
3 aces, you'd play that hand if you were at the casino, wouldn't you?
The wind, you can hear it on our crowd mic there, whipping around, the pitch on the way, this one. Gonna pop way up into the air in foul territory, and it will go on top of the Georgetown Eagle batting cage.
Tell you what, I know part of it's the sun reflecting off of it, but out you look out to the east, and those clouds are kind of dark right now off to the east.
Have to turn down our mic. The wind picking up again out there. The American flag whipping. The Texas flag, not much action.
I think our Texas flag is weighted. It may have a couple shot puts tied to the bottom of it because it never really blows that much. But the American flag flows free out there, which it should.
That's right. 1, 2, and 1 on the board. Base runner on first for Georgetown, Wyatt Childress, who was out moments ago on the fielder's choice, and Jackson Seosin at first base. Pitch here too low. And the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, here in the bottom of the first, 19-5A. Georgetown 8-0. Rouse 5-1. Here in district play, Georgetown hasn't had their bye yet. Rouse had. They had it early. Southard looks over to his left, now looks down several times as he's getting the play. The pitch on the way. This one hit foul way behind us. That one may have knocked out the window in my car, Galen. The count remains 2-2. I forgot to move my car tonight.
The wind's blowing back that way, so there's a chance that could have happened. Well, we didn't hear any sound effects from it breaking any windows or anything, so. Yeah, that wind's picking up again.
And base runner barely safe there at first as Southern was trying to pick him on a 1-3.
I don't think the Rouse people agreed with that the way it sounded down there.
Started getting a sore throat, man, like an hour ago, Galen. This is just allergies again here. Almost got him, still safe at 1-3.
It's a good thing. I think on that one, it's good we don't have replay.
Yeah.
I think he had the glove on his back just before he got in. But, you know, we'll go with what the umpire called.
We'll have replay soon. That's coming. This one hit foul again, and boy, the pitches keep coming his way, and they just keep knocking foul, and this has been a long at-bat for Cole Moore, Galen.
I don't know how long it'll be before we get replay in sports, because for one of the things, we can't even get time clocks for basketball in this state because so many of the small schools can't afford
Again, trying to pick on a 1-3. The base runner remains safe. So Southern's not going to allow Georgetown to get off at all. And that's a smart move by Rouse because we know Georgetown, they can steal bases. And Rouse trying to keep them in check here tonight.
There he goes.
Pitch here over to right field, and it is going to go foul at the last minute.
Yeah,
Man, had the distance on it, Galen. It would have went in front of that 323 marker.
Yeah, it would have been about a double. It would have been a double off the wall if he. And Jackson's got pretty good speed. If that had happened, he might have been all the way around.
Two and two the count. Pitch on the way. Boy, the Rouse fans wanting that. And I think they've got a good argument there, Galen.
You're asking the umpire to be consistent?
And the count full now at 3 and 2. Payoff pitch here for Jared Southern. And walked him. Well, Cole Moore hung in there. Cioson's going to go over to second. Moore will now reach on to first. And Galen, every Georgetown batter getting on, but none of it on a hit here. Still one out. And Georgetown now in scoring position on second is Jackson Cioson. Again, Cole Moore after that base on balls there on first. And we'll see the center fielder fourth in the order, number 6, Ryan Goodnight.
Yeah, it would be nice when there's a pretty good gap between left and center. It'd be right now out there. It'd be nice if he could split that gap out there.
Southern takes a break here, now gets back on the mound. Pitch on the way. This one too high and outside. 1-0. Only one out here. No runs scored by either team. Bottom of the first. Live tonight from Georgetown High School. Rob Hipp alongside Galen Wellnicki. Thanks for joining us for Georgetown's 9th district game here in this 2018 campaign. Kick up pitch on the way. This one too close inside, and the count 2-0.
We could have loaded the bases if he'd leaned into that a little bit. He leads the team, and he leads the team in getting hit by a pitch. He's been hit 10 times previously, so. Of course, I don't think you want to get hit intentionally.
2-0 pitch on the way. This one's going to hit foul behind us on the right side. We count at 2-1.
District tennis tournament's going on right now, and Georgetown had a good day on the first day of the district tennis tournament.
They got a beautiful tennis facility here at Georgetown High
Yeah,
School.
they're playing at Eastview. The district meets at Eastview.
And
oh. Catcher was not happy with somebody on that one. He was doing a little pointing.
yeah, so runner's going to advance here, and I'm not sure what happened. Was that a wild pitch?
I think that was kind of a pass ball on the catcher, possibly.
Yeah, I think it was. Wasn't paying attention, so those will advance on a pass ball, and the count remains 3-1 here on Ryan Knights.
A lot of different things will score a run here. Fly ball, a good grounder.
Yeah, 2 in scoring for Georgetown. Now time is going to be called as Knight steps back and adjusts his gloves. And yeah, you saw Cody Vanoy get up, and I don't know if he was yelling at Southern or what was going on.
I think somebody that was supposed to cover second didn't cover second. And he was unhappy with that. Of course, he could have got up and uncorked the ball into center field, too.
3-1. This one's going to hit foul over off the first base side, way out beyond the fence. The count now full at 3-2.
Okay, that's one of those devil's advocate questions here. If he hits a long fly ball to right field, and foul, does the right fielder run over and catch it? True, it could be the second out, but also that gives the runner on third the right to tag up and score.
Well, swing and a miss here and got him out swinging, and Knight's not happy, and that's the second out. Runners, though, going to try to come in for Georgetown, and they're going to have to get back. This could be a critical mistake by the Eagles, and it is. As the catcher here trying to chase the Georgetown runner. Now runner going to come back here, kind of dancing all over the place here. Georgetown has nowhere to run, and we're not even going to try to attempt to score this one. The base runner is going to be out at third. Now the pitcher came over and tagged him, and unfortunately for Georgetown, leaving 2 on, and you know that Coach Foster not going to be happy with the execution by Georgetown there on that final one. I have no idea how you score that. I'm just going to put a 1 tag there.
Well,
there was a lot of back and forth.
Well, yeah. And there was only 1 left on base because only Moore was left on.
So Nitsch is the one who struck out swinging for the second out. And Moore, no, it was Seosin is the one who was tagged out, I believe.
Seosin was tagged out and Moore was still alive.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and that was a crazy end to that first inning for Georgetown.
That's the kind of situation that if it's with pinning the number of outs could easily develop into a triple play. As it was a double play. When you got people running like that, the idea is the batter needs to make some kind of contact with the ball. See, we've got Van Noy coming up, Porter, and Ramos Caro.
It is Ramos Caro. So you have Vanoy here, 4th in the order. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6. Leading off will be the catcher, number 1, Cody Vanoy. Well, for Georgetown, the last defensive stance, Grayson Smith, 3 up, 3 down. He'd like to continue that here. Clean up position, though, Cody Vanoy looking to try to get his team a run. Top of the second underway here, 7:29 p.m. Going to be a late night tonight, Galen, I have a feeling. Pitch here, this one's going to ground over. Great execution again by Georgetown, and it's the shortstop, Cole Posey, on another 6-3 for the out. And boy, they have got that down to a beautiful execution that we have seen over and over again this season, Galen.
Well, actually, the fielding percentage has gone up for the team in the series with Eastview.
Left-handed hitter now, the right fielder, number 55, Dalton Porter.
We've made only 30 errors and 697 total chances, and it's now gone up to 957.
Right-handed pitch, going to get up under it, and Ryan Goodnight's able to pull up that right hand and grab it down for the second out. Boy, Galen, 2 pitches, 2 outs, not bad.
That's what you call it, economical and efficient. You know, that rivals Nathan over there on the board, going from camera to camera.
Nathan doing a great job tonight. We appreciate our crew. He said, if I do a great job again tonight, I'll buy you guys dinner. I said, sounds great, Nathan, thanks. He's laughing. Pitch on the way here. This one clips the corner on a fastball for a strike, 0-1. The count here on Robbie Ramos Caro, the shortstop.
I'm wondering if a young man that just came back from New Orleans would have any money.
That's right. Nathan was in New Orleans. That's right. 0-1, 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch on the way by Smith. This one's going to pop way up into the air, and Cole Posey trying to get under it, and he will just shy of that second base. 3 up, 3 down. Great execution again by Georgetown. That's the way you want to see things through 1.5, Galen.
4 pitches. That's 17, just 17 for the game so far. So.
Wow. We'll take a step aside here. Take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, folks. Georgetown Eagle Baseball live tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. We'll continue after this.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Back second action live tonight from Georgetown High School. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Galen Wellnicki. Georgetown here through 1.5. Bottom of the second inning, just about to get underway. Leading off will be the third baseman, number 7, Jeffrey David. David is 65th at-bat of the season, has 24 hits. He averages .375 here in this 9th game of district play. The pitch on the way, pulls back, and it's going to be a ball. The Rouse fans again wanting that one to be a strike.
I think Van Oy turned around and asked him if he was sure on that one.
Right-handed pitch. This one too far outside, 2-0.
Oh, there.
I can't tell who's going for who, and we'll see a little chat here. Cody Vanoy talking things over with Jared Southern. Oh, 2-0.
We went to the bullpen here.
Pitch on the way. Oh, off the top of the helmet, and it knocks it off. And boy, that ball, Galen, goes off of his helmet into the fans, over the fence here. And thank goodness that is why you wear a helmet in baseball, as Jeffrey David's taking one to the noggin. That's the second hit by pitch that we have seen now. And it looks like we had Hunter Savarese in here, but it's actually going to be Logan Drake, Galen.
DH, yeah.
He's the DH.
I'm sorry. I messed up the lineup.
It's all good, man.
Ooh.
Again, trying to keep that base runner honest over at first. Well, Logan Drake, boy, he is having a phenomenal season, close to 500. He is hitting .481, and that's only on 27 at-bats and 13 hits, Galen. A great start to this season for this young man, halfway through district season now.
And he can hit. He can hit. And what I read a book recently on baseball theory, and the guy who wrote in it that there was no. It's a guy from ESPN, one of their senior baseball writers. He said there was no such thing as a clutch hitter. That you just some guys hit well and some guys don't. But you know, if there is such a thing as a clutch hitter, he's been a clutch hitter for us this year.
Absolutely. Been our player of the game so far this season in one game. Pitch on the way here, and a little tip strike, 0-2 the count.
The sun is, I think the sun is trying to break through out here.
It is. We can see the sun on the face of Logan Drake out there. Again, trying to keep that base runner honest. That ball got away, and that's going to be an error there. Georgetown's going to reach to 2, and he's going to come around to 3. So an error out there, Galen, on the first baseman.
Who threw the ball? Who threw the ball?
Yeah, I didn't see who threw that. It's definitely an error. I beg your pardon. I didn't catch it. It happened so fast, but it's going to allow David to reach over to 3 and the count 0-2 here for Logan. So
we'll take that.
It's definitely an error, not marked on the board yet, but that is what it is. The sun shining on Jared Southern. He's trying to go with the light here. The pitch on the way. This one's going to ground over. And the shortstop trying to get a 6-3 action, and he does, but Georgetown runner going to come in and score the first run for the Eagles. So a 6-3, but hey, give the RBI to Logan Drake, correct?
Yes. That's his 9th RBI of the season.
Georgetown takes the lead here in the bottom of the second. Leading 1-0 here, 1 out, nobody on. Cole Posey, the shortstop. It's not Cole Posey.
It's Hunter Savarese.
It's Hunter Savarese. Man, what happened here? I don't know what's going on, Galen.
We had a boo-boo in the lineup there. From me, probably.
Well, we'll let it go, Galen. So Hunter Savarese, what position is he playing tonight?
Left field.
He's a left fielder, that's right. Pitch on the way here.
Ooh,
Too close inside, 1-1.
That thing almost curved in and got his shirt sleeve there. Ooh, somebody from Rouse is just barking at the pitcher down there, the guy in the black outfit with with a flat top down there is
He looks like a guy off of that show called Impractical Jokers. 1 and 2. He's not joking though, man.
He was serious about his critique there. Oh, now we got the right fielder. We got the right fielder in sun jeopardy now.
Yeah, he is, and we saw the center fielder kind of shift over. He was more to the right field. Now he shifts over more to center. A little center right outfield there, Galen, if that makes sense. I'm getting tongue twisted. The 1-2 delivery out of the right hand. Clipped him, looked, second out. The shortstop, number 5, Cole Posey, now at bat for the Georgetown Eagles.
The theory on this is that the right-handed hitters are going to swing a little bit late and take the ball more toward right field instead of pulling it.
They're playing Cole's favorite song out there.
Yeah, he's inside again, Will.
Too far inside, 1-0. There's the pitcher on that from David England saying the pitcher threw it away to first. So that's going to be an E1 back on your score sheet. Second pitch on the way, also too far out, 2-0 the count. Thank you, David. Pitch here, again too far. 3-0 quickly here for Cole Posey. Cole is 65th at-bat of the season, 15 hits, averaging .234. He's got 1 home run, had a nice home run here for Georgetown. Right-handed pitch on the way. This one across the plate on a fastball, 3-1. So he's got his options here. Julia Engelman listening in, saying excited to see Grayson on fire. Mimi and I are all watching from our 3 homes. Walked him on a 3-1, and there's been a lot of walking tonight by Jared Southern.
We've had 5 base runners, but not a hit.
It's crazy.
2 walks, 2 hit batsmen, and a fielder's choice. And we've got Mr. Seaback.
Luke in that 9th position. Luke, the second baseman. Excuse me, pitch on the way here.
A little high.
Too high, 2-0. This one too far outside. The Velcro's sticking tonight all of a sudden for Southern. And Georgetown leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning on their home turf here at Georgetown High School. Time now 7:40 p.m. This pitch clipped the corner on the curve, 3-1 the count. Southern's tried to pick a lot on a 1-3. Base runner takes off, and he is going to get there, but it's a walk anyways. Not a stolen base.
He got a pitching coach coming out for Rouse, and you know it kind of looks like something's got him distracted.
Well, Southern here so far, Galen, with 3 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and we've got the 6th base runner now for Georgetown with no hits.
6 out of 9 men have reached base, so. You can't do that to the umpire.
He's going out there to talk things over. And now they get set here. Again, 2 outs. Georgetown leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Galen, 7:42. We got started about 7:10 tonight due to those threatening clouds. Some districts tonight got started early. Leander started at 6:05. And sometimes I think that's a wise decision because we were under severe thunderstorm watch earlier in the day. They thought that we could have some pretty rough weather, but it shifted to the right of us very quickly. You had a severe thunderstorm up in Temple today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we had one to go right north of us, and we got pretty good effects from it. And then when I talked to my wife about an hour and a half ago, she said it was raining again.
Man, top of the lineup, back to Wyatt Childress here, who is 0 for tonight. Pitch on the way, and he's almost hit again, and he is. Wow, that's a second hit by pitch now for Wyatt Childress. So he's still 0 for tonight, right, Galen?
Right.
Jackson Seosin, the right fielder, now at bat for Georgetown, wearing number 12, the right-handed hitter. He had the third out there on that crazy 1-6 and reached on a fielder's choice, but was part of that short-lived rally by Georgetown.
He's actually having a perfect night in the Advil column, getting plunked twice.
Kick up, the right-handed delivery. This one too far and low outside, and it'll be an early ball here, 1-0.
We'll take another walk.
And Cody Vanoy going to have a conference again with his pitcher, Jared Southard. So Vanoy, the catcher, goes up to the mound to talk things over, standing just at the base of the mound.
We must be having some kind of soccer action over at the stadium tonight, because with the lights on and.
It's funny though, because there's action going on, but there's no one sitting there on the visitor side.
And we can't see anybody on the home side either.
1-0 delivery, way too far outside on him, and luckily Vanoy able to get under that one, because that could have been devastating. That could have been a run for Georgetown, Galen.
Right now, Vanoy is not having a comfortable night. We're putting in a pinch runner.
It is. The pinch running is going to be number 10, making his way over.
Jared Rouse, is that who it is?
It is Jared Ross there at first base.
I think that they're entitled to have a courtesy runner for him because Childress is the catcher. And he's probably smarting a little bit from getting plunked again. A good wild pitch would be good right here, you know. Ooh, it's outside again.
That is outside on Jackson Seosin.
There's something right now happening. There's a left-hander warming up in the Rouse bullpen already.
Pitch on the way. Too high and walked him. Now bases loaded for Georgetown, and runner's going to come around and score on that walk. Bases were already loaded, if I'm not mistaken, right, Galen?
Yes.
The first baseman, number 23, Cole Moore.
Now this is time for Cole to go hit the ideal sign out there.
Who was that scored coming in?
That was Mr. Jeffrey David. Oh no, he'd already scored.
Cole
it was
Posey.
Cole Posey, yeah.
Now Cole Moore.
Inside.
Cole Moore, 1-0. He is 0 for in this ball game. We're one batter away from rounding this inning, Galen.
14 of his last 16 pitches, counting the hit batsmen, have been balls, which is not a good ratio.
One and 0, 2 outs. The right-handed delivery on the way. Got him looking on that one. He thought about it and pulled back, but it was too late. 1-1 the count. On Cole Moore.
That's his third strike in 17 pitches now.
Right-handed delivery on the 1-1. Going to ground over to first base, and it gets out of his hand. That's an error. Georgetown's going to come around and score 2 in time. He was there. Oh, wow.
He missed the plate.
He did. Man, and I think Coach Foster is going to talk things over on that one. Well, one came around to score, right, Galen?
Yep.
And that was Luke Seebeck. And then the out there
was.
We're just totaling it up here. That was Childress trying to come around and score, and he was the one that was out. And that was on a catcher unassisted, correct?
It was a 3-2.
It was a 3-2. I didn't see it. It's too much action for me.
And then the first the run scored on the air.
Yep. So Seaback scoring on the
E3.
and that was
the
third baseman there.
That was a fielder's choice air.
Hey, well, Georgetown coming out of there, though, with 3 runs. And again, Galen on no hits tonight. 1 error in that inning. No, 2 errors in that inning. And Georgetown leaving 2 on base. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, again, 3 runs, no hits, 2 errors, 2 left on base. The score sheet starting to light up here tonight. And will Cole Moore be back at bat? I don't think he was out, was he?
Yeah, he was. He got on base because he hit the ball down to first base because the first baseman.
That's right.
The first baseman goobered it.
So it'll be Ryan Neitch leading off.
Yeah.
For Georgetown. We'll keep it right here. We're through 2 innings, top of the 3rd. Upcoming, Georgetown leads 3-0 here. The number 13 ranked Georgetown Eagles over the 17th ranked Rouse Raiders. Here live tonight from Georgetown High School. Leading off will be the designated hitter, number 6, John Dominguez. The right-handed hitter, still on the mound for Georgetown, doing a fantastic job so far tonight. Number 14, Grayson Smith. He's already 6 up, 6 down early. Pitch here, got him on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Well, you know, both these teams have video on each other, obviously. Yeah. So.
Ooh, we got a clearing spot up above us.
This one clips the corner on the curve, 0-2. Yeah, we do. And looking over to our right side out the window here in the press box, a nice red glow in the clouds. Oh, and 2 the count. The pitch on its way, and boy, what a wicked pitch. Got him looking. Wow, the pitching tonight has been on point for Grayson Smith. That's only his first strikeout, though, Galen.
Second.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Second, he got Jared Southard there, the pitcher in the first. I couldn't read my own writing, Galen. Left fielder, number 14, Cody Kelch, now at bat for the Rouse Raiders. He's not out there yet. Where is he at? He's talking things over with Coach Crimpine.
Yep.
Oh boy, Chad Crimpine, we talked about it earlier. He has done a great job with this Rouse Raiders team. Just a phenomenal coach, just like our Georgetown coaches here and so many of the coaches in 19-5A. But hats off to Coach Crimpine for the work that he's done with Rouse.
We got people throwing down in the bullpen again so it'd be interesting to see who comes out and pitches here for them in the next inning.
Kick up, the right-handed pitch.
Ball.
This one too far outside. 1-0 the count. This one going to hit foul over off the third base side as Jeffrey David trying to chase it down. It would have been out of his reach. 1-1 the count.
We're trying to get it over and waiting Nathan up on the camera down there.
That's right. Yeah, Nathan down there on the cam. Switcherooski up here tonight. 1-1 the count. Right-handed pitch on the way. This one too close inside, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike on 1 out.
Tell you what, if these guys were barbers tonight, there'd be a lot of close shaves. Ooh.
Pitch here. Call a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Well, again, Carl Schoening and Michael Francis in the house tonight for the Rouse crew here on the SHN Sports Network. Some folks asking, why don't I just do one broadcast? Well, we've got our home team broadcast, Galen.
Well, look at the Final Four. They had 3 broadcasts. They had 1 for each team, and then they had the general network broadcast.
Right-handed pitch snakes its way back in for a strike. The count now full at 3-2. Well, we have not seen a full count yet tonight, I believe, for Grayson Smith. We'll see how he reacts here on the payoff pitch. Kick up, right-handed delivery, grounds over. The second baseman trying to get a 4-3. Beautifully executed for the second out. Wow. The fielding magic continues for Georgetown tonight. Boy, he had to come around. Give credit to Luke Seaback. You know, some people may say that's pretty routine, but he had to come around over his shoulder, chase that ball down, and then pulled it off. Not a bad play on the field. Bottom of the order, the third baseman, Diaz, and Cole Posey trying to get a 6-3 as he chases it down, and the fielding continues for Georgetown. The third out, another 3 up, 3 down for the Georgetown Eagles. Grayson Smith doing it tonight on the mound for the Eagles. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base as we are through 2.5 now, Galen. Moving to the bottom of the third.
10 pitches in that inning. That's 27. It's 27 for the game so far. Just 27 pitches in 3 innings. That's not bad at all.
So again, Georgetown leading tonight 3-0.
Okay, we still have Mr. Southard out there.
Yep, Jared's still on the mound. He has struggled a bit tonight, trying to find some rhythm here in this ball game. Leading off for Georgetown, Galen, I'll let you go over the leading off in the 3 here for Georgetown in the bottom of the third.
We're back to Ryan Knight, Jeffrey David, and Logan Drake. So there's run potential here. Right now, the potential probably would be, and the nice thing to do is at least get 1 hit in the book.
Your center fielder for the Georgetown Eagles, number 6, Ryan Knight.
Ryan Knight for the Georgetown Eagles, 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out swinging in the first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Right-handed hitter stands with that right foot down near that lower corner of the right batter's box. The kick up, right-handed pitch on the way, too high. 1-0, and Southard continues here to not find that strike zone. He struggled tonight, Galen. Approaching 8 o'clock, 7:55 here in Georgetown, Texas. The lights illuminating the field here at Georgetown High School on the artificial turf. In the infield and then the outfield is the beautiful grass turf. And it sure does look nice. 2-0. Southard kicks up, right-handed pitch on the way. This one got him on a strike, 2-1.
Excuse me. We've got continued action down in bullpen.
What was that, Galen?
Got continued action down in the Rouse bullpen.
2-1, pitch on the way. This one too far outside, and 3-1 the count on Ryan Goodnight. Pitch here, upcoming by Southard. Right-handed pitch on the way. This one going to hit over to right field for Orion Knights, but it goes beyond the fence and out. 3-1 the count. Now at 3-2. Full count for Jared Southard. It's way out of the reach there as it goes over the fence. Right field for Rouse again, Dalton Porter.
I've got him at 48 pitches so far.
Man, that's a lot. Remember, what's the rule, 110?
Yeah.
Here, the new UIL rule. Right-handed pitch on the way, too far outside, another walk. And I'm sure that we will see a change here before too long. Third baseman, number 7, Jeffrey David. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error, actually reached on a hit by pitch.
Here comes the pitching coach.
Yeah, he's coming to talk things over now.
And he's already waved in the new pitcher.
Yep, so we will see a change at that pitcher's mound. And out there on the mound getting his warm-up pitches will be number 7, Seth Francis. So Seth Francis getting his warm-up pitches on the mound.
This brings us to the question now is Southard is going to come in and play in as a position player now. Who's that coming out? Somebody's came out. Southard went in at first base.
Yeah, I couldn't see who that was.
Of course, that doesn't affect the lineup anyway because they're not DHing for the pitcher. So, ooh, we got a side wheeler.
It's a little Jack Engelman-esque out there for
Yes.
the Georgetown Eagles. I know his mom listening in tonight, Julia, and Craig Engelman. We always appreciate the Engelman family. Mimi listening in, watching.
He throws a little overhand too. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is over at first. Maybe we can get Nathan to zoom in over there so we can see who that is.
Southard came in at first. Southard did first.
It was Southard. Okay, you're right. The pitcher, yeah.
Yeah, and they changed their infield a little bit here. They don't want to take his bat out of the lineup. If he's hitting third, you know, he's probably a pretty good stick, so they don't want to. And Van Noy, Jeffrey David will be coming up here to see if we can put a few more runs.
So that pitching change over with. Bottom of the third, Georgetown leads 3-0 as the Eagles trying to keep it rolling here, Galen. Looking good so far, but still a lot of baseball left here, and we're already about 50 minutes into it. Right-handed pitch. Boy, that hit him on the hand. Ouch.
The hand's part of the bat.
Yeah, so he's going to say, too bad. You're going to have to shake it off, son.
The hand,
Goodness gracious.
The hand's part of the bat. That's a foul ball.
And that was right on his knuckles. And I guess you don't say foul ball because the hand's part of the bat. Man, that's got to hurt. Yeah, and Coach Foster pointing over there saying, look, man. So they're going to talk this over and see if it is a hit by pitch. This is the point when I was in school in basketball that you turn around and you slap your arm really hard so it turns red, and then you go, look, he fouled me.
And the hand in basketball, too, the hand's part of the ball, too.
Yeah, but that's why you slap your arm, though,
right.
You know, and they do say a hit by pitch. So the conference near the mound, and they changed the rule here, and it'll be another hit by pitch, and this one off the first pitch of Seth Francis. That'll put the runner in scoring position. Ryan Nigel second. David will be hit by pitch on first.
Okay, both David and Childress have been both hit twice.
Wow. Back to Logan Drake, the designated hitter. 0 for 1 tonight, 6-3, but had the RBI for Georgetown to give the Eagles their first run of the night. So Logan's still doing damage. Left-handed hitter, and he calls time. He's going to step back and think things over for a second. How much time do you get when you call time? Me, I would just step back and take a quick power nap, you know, a 10-minute power nap.
I don't think you can get away with that.
Pitch on the way. This one's going to be
very good.
Sack bunt over to first. He'll be out, but that will move the runners to 2 and 3. So the sack bunt there on a 1-3 by Logan Drake.
You know, one thing I thought was interesting there is the pitcher kind of took a little time with his throw. He kind of fielded the ball, and he kind of loaded up, if you know what I mean, kind of before he threw the ball over. That, just a hesitation like that can be dangerous in a situation like that.
Pitch here. This one's going to hit foul off the first base side over the fence.
Well, let's get a fly ball to the outfield, if nothing else, to score another run.
0-1 the count here on Hunter Savarese. Hunter tonight 0 for 1, struck out looking in the second for the second out.
Has yet to be hit by a pitch.
It's his turn, Galen. I don't want to be hit by a pitch, man. Gosh, I got hit in the forehead with a softball when I was a kid. That's bad enough.
Those things aren't soft.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not. Pitch here. Swing, tip, miss, 0-2. Can you have a swing, tip, miss? I don't think so. It's either a tip or a miss.
My parents are from Indiana. My mother played a sport back in high school, I guess back in, gosh, probably the early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, what called indoor baseball, and they played it in the basement of the schools.
It's pitched way too far outside, 1-2.
And they used the ball like a softball.
That's why you had probably a lot of basement cracks back then, you know. The home inspectors liked it because they could go in and say, "Oh, you got a foundation problem," but really it was, it was the baseballs cracking the walls, Galen. So those.
She played and then she played a very unique position in basketball. She was a jumping center. And basketball for girls was much different back then.
This one popped up over to right field, and it's going to be over the fence. Yeah, if he would have caught that, Georgetown could have came in and scored.
Yeah. You don't catch those, I'm sorry, if it's less than 2 out.
It's a good observation, Galen, because I would have never thought of that. The teacher teaching the student. Thank you.
I learn something new every day. I'm reading a great biography of Leonardo da Vinci right now.
Yeah.
He was a strange man, but probably maybe some people consider him the most gifted person ever to live.
This one goes.
As far as being intelligent. And he lived in the late 1400s and early 1500s.
This one over the right fence again. The count remains 1-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Georgetown leads 3-0.
Let's get that run in. Let's get one of these guys in.
He got 2 out there, 1 on second, 1 on third, both in scoring position. The pitch here, this one's going to pop up over, and Georgetown.
That's probably not going to be deep enough to score.
Not going to be deep enough. No, he's going to stay there. So that was over to the right fielder, but in the infield, Galen, the right fielder comes all the way up to make the play on the fly 9 for the second out.
A little territorial invasion there.
Still no hits for Georgetown, Galen. And we've got 3 runs. The shortstop, number 5, Cole Posey.
If we keep scoring, we don't need no stinking hits.
Don't matter. Just keep scoring. Runners still on 2 and 3. Georgetown has left 3 on tonight. They don't want to end this inning with 5 being left on total. Cole Posey going to try to work some magic here. The right-handed batter for Georgetown. The sidewinder pitch. Sidewinds too far outside. 1-0 the count.
In 50-some years in this business, I've seen a few people lose no hitters that they've pitched, but I've never seen one with 3 with as many as 3 runs being scored against them. I don't think.
1-0 delivery, swing, miss, 1-1. I think that wind blew something in, Galen, because man, I tell you, my throat just got sore. It hasn't been this sore in a long time, and it happened all within the past 2 hours. This one going to be a base hit and a run scored for Georgetown.
2 of them are going to.
2 going to try to come in and got there in time. Great job to RBIs by Cole Posey, bringing in his teammates. Ryan Goodnight scoring the first one behind him, Jeffrey David. And a 2-run RBI, and Copo now making his case for SHN Sports Georgetown Eagle Player of the Game early.
Well, so much for not having a hit.
There we go.
He now has 14 RBIs, which isn't too bad.
And now runner going to try to get over to second. He got there in time. Was that a
stolen base?
Stolen base. That was a hard one out there.
He was going.
Cole Posey doing some damage here as Georgetown now leads 5-0 here in the bottom of this third inning.
Let's get 5 more. Let's have a 10-run little game tonight.
Cole and I were blessed with we're family, and we're blessed with the curly-headed syndrome. You'll see it on your camera every once in a while. We apologize for that. Want to know the count here for Georgetown. 2 outs, base runner at second. And it's Cole Posey. Seaback calls time. Luke tonight 0 for as well. He came around and scored.
You know, at this point in time, they need to get some outs. The pitcher needs to concentrate on the batter. You know, especially with 2 outs.
Pitch on the way.
Side.
Look close, Galen. They're going to call that one a ball. 2-0. It's too low on that one. Well, soon we hope to have our center field camera out there beyond the gate. That is going to be a nice addition to the coverage we're providing this year. We're testing our portable battery pack tonight, and so far it's worked out pretty well there. Nathan Height operating that camera. 2-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Hit foul off the first base side. 2-1. We'll be monotone the rest of the broadcast. Just kidding, Galen. Gotta have a little fun up here.
Fun?
Wellnicki.
Yeah, fun.
Do you think maybe when you were born, your last name, someone may have been named Nikki, and they said, well, Nikki,
no,
and that's how your last name came?
It wasn't there. It was a mistranslation. When the family came from Europe, it was mistranslated in Boston when they came through customs in Boston.
There you go. Okay. See, because I was thinking maybe you didn't know, but maybe your mom was named Nikki, and your dad goes, well, Nikki, I guess we're going to keep him. No, I'm just kidding, Galen. There's something may happen in the family tree. Well, hey,
my wife is big into genealogy
awesome.
Real well, and she has never explained that to me. that was just what happened.
It was your great grandfather. That's what happened.
Yeah.
My last name's Hipp. How do you get that? It came from Germany. It was Hoops. Except I never could play basketball very well. So I don't know why they chose that. This one going to be foul tip here. Runner going to stay at second. The count full now at 3-2. Again, Georgetown leads 5-0 here in the bottom of the third on their home field tonight. 19-5A. The showdown, Georgetown versus Rouse. 2 of the 3 elite teams here in 19-5A. Georgetown's 9th game. The right-handed pitch way too far outside, and that'll be a walk anyways. The base runner will be at third. Now in the corners, Posey over at third, and Seaback will reach on a walk to first. And the walks continue tonight here for the Rouse pitching staff.
I'll have to check if we win this game and go 9-0. I'll have to check when I get home and see if this actually clinches a playoff berth. I know a 10th win will clinch a playoff berth, but I don't know if a 9th win will clinch a playoff berth. It probably would clinch a tie for one. But we don't want to tell anybody and have them just relax for the.
No, there's still a lot of baseball left.
Yeah.
We're only in the bottom of the third here.
Yeah, there's 7 games after this one left in the district for us in the district race, and 8 for a lot of other teams. So, because half the teams in the district now have had a bye. This is a good night for Eastview. Hopefully, Matt and his boys can get some wins here now going through the second half of the season. They've got their 2-game series with Conley.
Wyatt Childress, the catcher, back at bat now. He is 0 for tonight. Hit by pitch both times. He doesn't want to go 3 for 3 on hit by pitches. This one too far and low. Georgetown going to try to steal over to second. Now the runner is going to get stranded out here and be out at the home plate. And no, is he safe? No, that's a late call. Wow. Man, you talk about an umpire, Galen, not to criticize, but it took him, it felt like 10 seconds after the call to call him out. And Coach Foster is not happy with that call at all.
And the base umpire doesn't want any part of it. He's getting as far away from the plate umpire as he could.
And Foster is, halfway to the mound. And now these two are going to talk it over, the umpire. Yeah, you're right, Galen. He didn't want nothing to do with him. Now he's got to talk. He said, look, man, I want the fans throwing stuff at me.
He was walking as fast as he could out to the.
Well, Georgetown players still out there on the field on the third base line. The Rouse players all back in their dugout. And they're going to talk things over. So looks like they're doing a little Richard Simmons stretching out there. Did you see that? A little twist and shout. Was that Richard Simmons on one of his videos? The workout videos?
He's out. He's out.
Well, what do you call that one, Galen? Who was it?
Well, it'd been the guy on third base, which would have
Cole
been.
Posey.
Yeah.
Well, not a bad inning, though, for Georgetown. And finally get a hit there. They get 2 runs on that one hit.
Yep.
No errors.
One guy left on base.
One left on. 2-1-0-1. As we are through 3, top of the 4th, we'll step aside, take a quick break. Georgetown Eagle Baseball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. We'll continue after this.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Hipp Network and SHNSports.com.
Top of the 4th inning, see if Grayson Smith can continue his mastery of Rouse. We've got Nick Hempel, Hayden Thomas, and Mr. Southard coming up to bat here in this inning. And I'll tell you what, they're going to be getting anxious to get something going here. Grayson's last warm-up, throw down to second. And we're getting ready to go here.
Now at bat, number 2, Hempel.
Hempel, a right-handed batter, adjusting his gloves down there, grabs it, takes his bat. Steps into the right-handed batter's box, taps the plate with his bat. And it's a strike outside, but a strike right on the edge. The thing about Grayson, he's not wasting a lot of time out there between his pitches. He's getting his sign and getting with the business. Inside, 1-1. Chop down third in the foul. Seems like we got 2 basic foul balls tonight. One of them will be a grounder down the third baseline, miss the base by about 10 feet, and then we've got the balls hit quite a ways out into right field. In foul. Smith ready to deliver. Curve in there for a swinging strike 3.
Now at bat, number 10, Thomas.
Don't want to jinx anybody, but that's a 10th straight batter that's gone back to the dugout unhappy. Hayden Thomas up to the plate, another right-handed hitter. He's got a jacked one out to center field, but Knights is under it and pulls it in.
Now at bat, number 23, Southern.
Grayson continuing to keep it economical out on the mound. Not wasting a lot of pitches. Southern steps in the ball 1, kind of in a coiled batting stance there, like he's ready to spring out and really attack the ball. Line drive to third base, and that's it. Another 0-0-0-0 inning. And that gets Rouse down to just 9 more outs. And when you get to this point of the game and you're behind by 5 runs, outs become a big thing because you've minimized your chances of doing anything. Seth Francis returns to the mound. They had somebody else warm up the bullpen, but they came back into the dugout. Lanoy's got his catching gear ready, and he's going to finish the warm-up tactics. Rob has rejoined us here, and he's going to step in and show why he's the man on these broadcasts.
Galen, I wouldn't be able to do it without you and Corey, Nathan, and all of our crews. Or Cole. I'm getting the cousins confused now, man. Hey, Cole's brother's moving back to Austin, man. So another cousin moving back in. There's going to be kids all over the place, man. My sister's back in the area. Cole's brother's back. Cole's got a daughter. Jeremy has a daughter. His brother has children. So I think that's exciting, man, to have all your family right in your backyard, man.
Either that or they got word that you're going to win the lottery pretty soon. One of the two.
All from Georgetown.
Yeah.
So in that last inning for Rouse, I had to step aside there. Was it just another 1-2-3?
Strikeout, 4-3. Oh, wait, no. Strikeout swinging, F8. Strikeout swinging on the first one, F8. And then a line out to third base.
Wow.
All within about 7 pitches.
All within a quick break.
Yeah.
It's like Art Browse used to say at Baylor, you know, I don't want to start any of that, but he did make a valid point. He said, I like the kind of football where you get up to take a break and you come back and there's 14 more points on the board.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you had been out for a meal and you ordered an appetizer, you'd have had 2 bites on the appetizer before the
This one popped way up into the air. The
second
baseman storming over there to make the play on the first out. That was off the bat of Ryan Neitch, I believe.
No, that's Wyatt Childers.
Oh, would help if I write my thing on the right. Galen.
And I'm sure he was happy that he didn't get plunked by a pitch that time. We got Jackson Seosin up here now, who's been on the fielder's choice and walked in his previous.
Yeah, I had my score sheet on the wrong side. I was scoring Rouse's last at-bats on Georgetown's side, Galen. That's where the mess-up happened.
Well, let me put it this way. In the history of baseball, you're probably in the millionth of people who have done that from time to time.
How did Seosin and Cole Moore get on last time? They walked?
Seosin walked, and Cole Moore got on an air at first base. He hit that ball down to third base, down to first base, and the first baseman bobbled it.
First pitch here going to be a strike on Jackson Seosin. Seosin tonight
0 for 1.
0 for 1 pitch here on the way. This one goes out on right field. The count 0-2. Oh, 2, 1 out. Right-handed pitch, swings, dings off the back of the net, and it'll be another foul ball tip. 0-2, the count remains. Oh-2, too far outside. 0-2. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery out of the right hand. Foul tip again. That one almost hit the pole next to the net. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on 1 out. time called here. Kick up, 1-2 delivery. Struck him swinging. He didn't know what to do. Second out. Third in the order, the first baseman, number 23, Gilmore.
Hey, I don't know what they did out there, but we've actually got some action out of the Texas flag out there. It's not laying. The American flag is kind of lazy now, but the Texas flag is kind of. My turn, my turn.
Yeah, they're just competing out there, trying to show each other who's better. United States says, you can't leave me, Texas. You can't be your own country. Oh, Galen. Pitch on the way here. Too far out. 1 ball, no strikes here for number 23, Gilmore.
Well, they say eventually now, I saw a story on the internet the other day, it's pretty reputable, that eventually Africa is going to split into 2 continents. Because of I think the separation in the Rift Valley is getting larger and larger.
Wow.
So, you know, there's all kinds of these little gems if you look for them. That one of the big things, you know, last week was the fact that that Chinese satellite was going to crash to Earth.
Yeah.
And they made a big deal out of it. What it did, it crashed into the ocean someplace off of South America, I believe.
Yeah, after most of it burned up.
Yeah.
1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Georgetown leads 5-0. 19-5A action, 9th game for the Eagles this season in district play. This pitch too far outside, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike.
See, we're in the top of the 4th, aren't we? Bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Pitch here. This one hit foul right over us. 2-2. Two delivery, going to be called a ball. 3-2 now, full count.
All righty. Something's going to happen here.
Wow,
Ooh,
what
nice
a
play.
snag.
Nice play.
At first base, Lance Little.
That was.
No, it was Jared Southard.
Yeah.
Southard coming up with a snag out there at first base. That was beautiful because for Georgetown, that could have been more damage.
And that's zeros all the way up and down the column there.
A line to 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We're at the top of the 5th. Georgetown leads 5-0, Galen.
Getting a little low slowly, boys, over the PA. Ball goes down to second. We're ready for some action here in the top of the 5th.
Now at bat, number 1, Van Oy.
Mr. Van Oy coming up.
Cody Vanoy leading off here for Rouse.
He's the 13th batter for of the game for the Raiders.
Here in the top of the 5th inning. Georgetown just needed to get 5 more, Galen. This one hit foul as it dances around the fence. Finally comes back over to That's pretty neat little foul there, Galen, as it hit off and it just bounced on every corner of the fence here and goes back to the mound. 0-1 the early count here on Cody. Is it Cody Vanoy?
Yeah.
That
Number
is Cody,
one.
yep. 0-1 the count. Kick up, the right-handed pitch on the fastball too far outside, and they count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This one popped way up into the air, and it will not be catchable into foul territory. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If you were on your way to the restroom, you might have caught that one, but that was. That didn't even make the people in the stands move.
The count here, that was a ball, 2-2. Two and two the count here for Grayson Smith. The right-handed pitch. This one going to hit foul, and the count still at 2-2, Galen.
Another one over there in the right field, happy hunting ground for baseballs tonight.
Two delivery. This one's going to ground over to the second baseman. A routine 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Nice field work by Luke Seaback. Over to none other than Galen Comore. That's what the kids here say.
55, Porter.
Fifth putout for Cole. He's working on improving his fielding average. Of course, at first base, you probably get more defensive chances than any other position.
Pitch on the way here, too far outside.
For a strike.
0-1, Galen on Dalton Porter.
Hey, leave it alone right there. Don't touch it.
This one going to hit foul over near Nathan.
Just make sure you're not bumping into it.
0-2 the count.
If it moves a little bit, it status out.
So I think this system will work. It's just because we're going through all that metal over there.
That's what I figured.
I'm going to ask Coach if we can put something up.
The 10's not good for anything.
Galen, the 0-2 here in a moment to the left-handed hitter. On the way, 10th foul. Count remains 0-2. 1 out. Georgetown leads 5-0. That fourth inning was the first time Georgetown hadn't scored in 2 innings, Galen.
Well, it was a straight. He got him 3 up, 3 down. So. Ooh.
That was a close one. They called it a ball, though, in the corner, 1 and 2, just outside of that corner.
Yeah, looks pretty HD, no static. Just like that.
Kick up, right-handed pitch. This one's going to ground over. Snags on a 1-3. Little flip and dip, and for the second out. Nice job there by Grayson Smith over to Comore for the second out.
I think he could have probably ran over there and finished the play by himself.
They could have ran over there, ate a little slice of pizza,
I don't know about that.
had some Powerade, maybe a Snickers bar,
You're trying to make me hungry now.
maybe went over, you know, the test they took, see if everybody knew what was going on in that test, whatever the test they took in history or whatever you take tests on now. I don't know, Galen. Do they still take tests? I guess.
I'm sure they do. You have to give them grades, and you know you have the STAR test. And don't get me started on having a degree in education. Don't get me started on testing.
Don't get you what? Started
on testing.
1-0 pitch on the way. This one's going to ground over. Copo looking for the 6-3. Copo, 3-po, yo. Nice job. Cole Posey over to Cole Moore. Cole Moore's been busy again tonight. And another 3 up and 3 down. And Galen, that makes every single inning in this ball game 3 up and 3 down for the Georgetown Eagles. Grayson Smith, he is actually making a case. We may have co-players in the game tonight.
Yeah. You know, 15 up, 15 down.
It's unbelievable.
They have 6 outs left. Rouse has 6 outs left to work it with, and they're down by 5. So basically, to win this game, they have to make a run for every out.
Bottom of the 5th we go.
We got a new pitcher. We got a lefty in there. Can we get a number? Can Nathan put a number on him?
Yeah, we'll see if Nathan can zoom in on that pitcher so we can get his number. Looks like
it's a single digit. Oh, they're doing the dugout dance.
Looks like 18 actually, Galen. It's going to be it's going to be the one that we don't have.
I think it might be number 8.
That's 18, 1-8. Be right back, Galen. We'll get it.
Well, Galen, it looks like we have a.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get our signal straight here.
Looks like we got a Ryan Knight up.
Ryan Knight's just stepping in. He's walked and struck out in his first 2 appearances tonight. So he's due.
See if he can hit on this Cole pitcher.
Who'll be the man on the mound?
On the mound for Rouse is Bazemore. Last name Bazemore on the mound for Rouse. The early count here for Bazemore, 2-0 on Ryan Goodnight. Bazemore, left-handed pitcher. Left-hand pitch on the way, too high and outside. 3-0 the count now here for Ryan Goodnight.
Oh, he's fallen into the trap that all the other Rouse pitchers have done tonight. So not getting the ball in the strike zone.
Well, he has to inchworm around this one, and he'll reach on a walk. Another walk. And another base runner for Georgetown without a hit.
We do have 1 hit.
Third baseman, number 7, Jeffrey David, who scored both times tonight, and he's been hit by a pitch both times tonight, Galen.
We have 11 base runners. We've had 11 base runners, and only 1 of them has had a hit. What that tells you is that Rouse is not playing very sharp baseball to this point in the game.
Well, still time to turn it around, but they're running out of options now with 6 outs to go. Galen?
That's it.
Pitch here right across the plate for a strike on Jeffrey David, 0-1.
Right now, to win the game, they'd have to get six runs and 6 outs, and That's a tough thing to do. The odds are against you. You can do it, but the odds would be against you.
The odds are not in your favor.
No.
It's not the Hunger Games here. The odds are not in your favor. Oh, 1 pitch. This one's going to be a base hit out to the left power alley. And that should be 2 for Georgetown. He may try to come around and score. He's on the way. And that will be a score for Georgetown. Give the RBI to Jeffrey David. The RBI
double
for Jeffrey David. And Ryan Nitsch able to come around and score, giving Georgetown their 6th run.
With 1 run scored, your batter now for the Georgetown Eagles, number 9, Caleb Wood.
Change up here on the pitching for Georgetown. It's number 9.
Grant Wood.
It's Grant Wood. For Logan Drake.
Hitting 550. Grant Wood, who's hitting 11 hits and 20 at bats for a 550 average. So that's not bad. You know, in your keep with a 550 batting average.
Pitch on the way here to the right-handed hitter, and Georgetown going to try to steal a base over to 3, and I think he got there in time. He did.
Yeah.
He's safe. Stolen base for Georgetown is Jeffrey David.
That was almost unfair for the catcher. The ball was so far outside, they had to go out to get it.
Want to know the count here for Grant Wood. As Galen mentioned moments ago, he's leading the team at 550, but only a limited number of at-bats compared to the rest of the team. But still, that's a great number, Galen.
11 hits and 20 at bats. And all of his have been singles.
Want to know the count. Kick up, left-handed delivery. This one grounder, and second baseman over to first base on a 4-3 ground out. For the first out of the inning, Galen.
It's kind of a tricky little one. The ball changed directions hit the mound and changed directions, and kind of went right toward the second baseman.
Now batting the left fielder, number 25, Hunter Savarese in that 7th position. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out looking in the 2nd and was out on a pop-up to right field in the 3rd. Right-handed delivery, swing miss. 0-1.
I hate to say it, but that was not a graceful swing.
This one going to tip foul. 0-2 the count here. 1 out for Georgetown. Again, leading 6-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Kick up, right hand. This one going to go foul again. 0-2 the count remains. 1 out. Nobody on first and second, but that base runner at third after that stolen base moments ago. Jeffrey David on third. Savarese at bat for Georgetown. Hunter averaging .333 coming into this game. Pitch here, too high a ball, 1-2.
Ooh.
Got him looking there, Galen?
Swing it.
Oh, swing it. I didn't catch him. 2 out.
Number 5, Cole Posey.
Well, it's time for Copo to drive in another run here.
Cole Posey tonight. 1 for 1. Pitch on the way to Copo, 1-0.
He's got the other hit for Georgetown with just the 2 hits tonight.
Left-handed pitch. This one comes inside too close. 1-1 the count. One and one, 2 outs for Georgetown. Runner still on third. Pitch on the way. This one's going to ground over past Coach Foster's head. They're at third base in the coach's box. And the count at 1-2. They have to run way down to chase that one. Galen, as it went foul, but went all the way near the left field marker in play. So they had to go clear that ball out before we can get things going again here.
Well, pitcher stepped off the rubber, stepped back, resetting himself now.
1-2 delivery. Going to be a ball. 2-2. Even count for Cole Posey.
Copo.
Two. Way into the air, and that one should sell into left field. Trying to track it down is Cody Kelch, and Cody Kelch has a third out on a fly 7. Well, not a bad inning for Georgetown again, scoring 1 run. Again, no hits though, Galen.
1 hit. 1 hit. We had the double.
That's right. You're right, Jeffrey David. Thank you. I missed that one, Galen. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on for Georgetown. We climb to the top of the 6th. Georgetown leads 6-0. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Georgetown Eagle Baseball, the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue after this.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Welcome back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball live tonight from Georgetown High School. I'm Rob Hipp with Galen Wellnicki. Galen, I'll let you call the 6th inning here, so I'm going to hand it over to you, Galen.
Okay, we got John Dominguez coming up the plate.
Number 6, Dominguez.
So far today, Dominguez has been up once and he struck out.
Hey, get on that batter.
Outside for ball. That pitch has been a strike tonight.
Yeah, again, some of that inconsistency, but it's hard to get it right every single time, Galen. That's why we're up here calling the game.
Ball 2. Inside that time. Yeah, it's a little different up here than it is looking over the catcher's shoulder. Five-3. Cody Moore continues to bankroll the putouts. That was that 5-3 or 6-3? Shortstop, wasn't it?
No, it was the third baseman.
Okay.
Cole Moore.
Cole Moore.
Good job out there by Jeffrey David
Now
over to
we've
Moore.
got Cody Kelch coming in. Another right-handed batter. Fouled off, strike. 1. Yeah, it's a lot different down there in right field. We don't have the GYBA baseball night tonight, so there's only 2 kids down there in behind the third base dugout. Noticed the frisbee down there earlier. It wasn't the 30 people down there playing some kind of game down there like last home game.
See Childress talking things over with Grayson Smith here. Well, Grayson tonight, you said earlier, 15 up, 15 down, and now 16 up, 16 down.
Ooh, that came in there perfect. For strike 2, 0-2. So, Childress going back out to the mound. Rouse right now, too, in a position that they need to score runs. And also, that somebody'd like to get up there and ruin what Smith's got going right now.
I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to say the 2 words that he's pitching right now, Galen.
No, I'm not either.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm not superstitious, but this is a very superstitious sport.
I want to remind our friends this game made possible in part by a lot of sponsors. One of those is Oak Ridge Disciple House. We appreciate Joshua Harris and the fine work that they are doing at the Oak Ridge Disciple House.
There's a first base hit.
Now at bat number 9, Diaz.
Colby
Well, Galen.
Cole Posey tried his best to get that ball, but he just couldn't.
It was out of his reach, and I jinxed it. Looks like Diaz up now.
Yes,
Batting.
it is. Mr. Caleb Diaz, the third baseman. Ball. This is one of those situations now that as a pitcher, you can, you know, play with your head a little bit after you've gone that far and then given up something. See how he settles back into it.
Well, I bowled strikes all the way through 8 innings once, and that was about as good as it ever got for me, Galen, in bowling. That was it.
Ooh, that's going to be, hopefully they control it here. He's got it.
Jackson Siosen making the grab out there in right field on the fly 9.
So we're down to 2 out, and they're down to 4 outs, needing 7 runs.
2 outs, Georgetown leading 6-0 here on the top of the 6th.
Oh, yes. Picked him off 2-3.
2-3 pickoff on Hipple.
Yeah, better be on Kelch.
Kelch.
Yep. Because
what happened to Hempel? Was he left there on base? I didn't catch
Hempel
him.
never got on. Hempel hasn't come to bat yet. He'll be the leadoff batter in
I thought that was him batting because we went to the top of the lineup.
No, we didn't.
After Caleb Diaz, right?
Diaz flew out. Yeah, that's right. No, Diaz was one that flew out, and the third out was the pickoff. So yeah. So yeah, he would have been up, but he will come back to bat again.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. Sorry.
Uh,
He was up. Did he have any strikes?
I don't believe
I
so.
don't think he did. He just stepped up there, and that was it.
We got a new pitcher.
Well, Galen, I'll let you continue here, and I'll come back in the 7th. I'll let you continue in the bottom of the
Let's see if
6th.
we can see the back of this gentleman's uniform. And yeah, I think it's a single digit.
It is. It's a 6 out there for.
wrong page. We got too many pieces of paper floating around here.
That is John Dominguez. So there's gonna be somebody changing up for him because Dominguez. No, that's not. He's not out there playing in the field tonight.
He's the DH, so
Yeah.
So that doesn't affect nothing.
The fourth pitcher now for Rouse.
I don't think they plan to do this. I don't think they plan on doing this, going 4 pitchers tonight.
Second baseman, number 8, Luke.
It looks like Luke Seaback Galen will be leading off here for Georgetown.
Yes, he will. And 6-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. So steps in. Dominguez brings his glove up high, comes down to the waist, and throws a pitch that looked like a strike, but it was called a ball.
Well, it's a flip of a coin again, Galen, tonight.
I think that may have been high. We may be going with a low strike zone on that one. Ooh, and we're going with he called that one a strike, so
Well,
it's 1-1.
That time the coin was on tails,
Yeah.
so tails is a strike, heads is a ball.
He's got a good way of hiding that coin flip down there. Can't see it.
He's a David Blaine magic watcher.
6-3.
Great field work tonight by Robbie Ramos-Caro, the shortstop, over to
Number 20,
Jared Southern.
Childress.
Well, I kept Seaback off base for the first time tonight. He'd walked in his 2 previous appearances. Okay, we got Wyatt Childress up the bat.
Back to the top of the lineup now. Childress tonight hit by a pitch on his first 2, Galen. He's 0 for 1 tonight.
Yeah. Now he got hit for the 3rd time.
The ump is pointing, saying, no, you didn't.
I thought he got hit off his elbow pad.
Coach Foster again, talking things over with the umpire, saying, are we going to get anything tonight? It's been a tough game for the umpire. Those guys.
He's not going. The umpire's not going to give him his hat trick for getting hit 3 times. Show him the bruise. Show him the bruise.
He's taking some time here, Childress is, after that hit, Galen. I don't blame him.
That'd be strike 2, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah.
0-2 the count.
Because if
here.
the first one was ruled a foul,
Yeah, the count's 0-2.
because if the first one had been ruled a ball, he'd be on first base being hit by a pitch.
Now got him looking for the 3rd strike, Galen.
Yes.
2 outs. Productive here so far. 2 up, 2 down for Dominguez, who just came onto the mound here in this inning.
Maybe they should have started Dominguez.
Got a new batter here for Georgetown, I believe. I don't think that's Seosin. Correct me if I'm wrong. 17 for the Georgetown Eagles, so it's definitely not Jackson Seosin.
That might be Noah Thompson.
I think it is Noah Thompson. Yeah, it is Noah Thompson, the junior out there for Georgetown. Thompson is 39th at bat. He's got 9 hits on the season, Galen.
2 balls according to the scoreboard. And he steps back in. Thompson steps back in. And calls time. Dominguez does some stretching out on the mound.
Go out there after the game and do some stretching on my own, Galen.
You brought a little heat on that one.
A lot of velocity behind that ball for the strike to make the count 2-1 now on 2 outs.
Well, he took a good cut at that one. Probably felt a little. Umpire probably felt a little bit more of a draft on that one as well as he swung. One three, and the inning is over.
Well, 3 up, 3 down there for Dominguez. Sorry about that, Galen.
And he's going into the. We're going into the top of the 7th. They got 3 outs left to score 7 runs.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Galen, I'll get back in the saddle here. Great job. Thank you for those previous inning. Just feeling a little under the weather here tonight. I don't, after that wind blew in, man, it just kind of set me off.
There's been plenty of weather tonight around. Luckily, we haven't been the benefactors of it. Foster's still debating that call at the plate.
Leading off here for the Rouse Raiders in the top of the 7th inning will be Nick Hempel, Hayden Thomas, and Jared Southern, so the top 3 in the lineup.
I think if Grayson Smith knocks down the shutout here, there's not much you can do. We just about have to go to co-MVPs again, because he's pitched he's pitched as good a game as I've seen so far in district.
I think really, who got the rally started for Georgetown.
He's faced the minimum batters. He's faced 18 batters in 6 innings, and you can't do much better than that.
No, not at all. So definitely, game's still not over, but we're definitely looking at Grayson Smith. He hasn't been a player of the game yet, has he? Was he the player of the game with you and Travis?
I can't remember, but I think, wasn't he early in the game for district opener?
He may have been. Well, Cole Posey and Grayson Smith, and a lot of great players tonight. It's one of those nights where you got a lot to choose from, but we like to kind of keep it rolling here, and definitely Grayson Smith and Cole Posey got things rolling, though, for Georgetown. With that.
And, counting that last one, you could make Wyatt Childress Bruises could be the player of the game.
Yeah.
Getting hit. If he did get hit that last time for the 3rd time in the game.
Nick Hempel, right-handed hitter. This one's going to go way out to center field, but the right fielder is going to sail right now and right into the glove of Jackson Seosin for the first out. And that was actually Hayden Thomas. No, that was Hempel. Now it's Hayden Thomas. Fly 9 for the first out. Hayden Thomas tonight is 0 for 2. He was out both times at center field on fly balls.
Well, right now there's nobody standing in center field. Pulled around, Knight just pulled around.
This one hit over here and a little 1-3 to Cole Moore. And the second out quickly. We're 1 away already, Galen. 2 up, 2 down.
Now at bat number 23, Southern.
Georgetown leading 6-0 here. Stick around. We'll have 1 out away. We'll have the post-game discussion with Coach Adam Foster. Kick-up pitch here on the way to Jared Southern, the pitcher. And the first pitch will be a strike. Georgetown 2 strikes away.
When you go down there to talk to him, and you might hit Brinley when you get down there and ask him what they got for the total number of pitches and the strikeout to ball ratio that they have. They probably got that down there on a clipboard someplace.
This one grounds up, diving a reach, and that's a base hit. That was out of the reach of the glove of the second baseman. Trying to make the play was Luke Seaback. That was a beautiful hit, though. And Southern will reach on first, and that's his first hit of the night.
That's only the second hit for them.
Yep. Cody Vanoy at bat. He's 0 for 2 tonight, out on a 6-3 and a 4-3 ground out in the 2nd and 5th, respectively. Pitch on the way. This one going deep down near center field, coming under it, making the catch for the 3rd out and the game. Ryan, good night. Your final tonight. Georgetown victorious 6-0 over the 17th ranked Rouse Raiders. Georgetown doing the damage tonight. Stick with us. I'll send it over to Galen. Wellnicki. We'll have post-game discussion and more here in just a few moments. We'll be right back.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Hipp Network and SHNSports.com. Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Well, we're back here. Let's get some totals here. Georgetown scored 6 runs on 2 hits.
Tell him when he does the interview to show both of us and then zoom in to the person.
There were 2 errors for Rouse, and Georgetown left 5 runners on base. And both teams had 2 hits. They had 0 runs on 2 hits. Georgetown made no errors, and they left only 1 man on base. Rouse's only man they left on base was Southard there, who singled in the 7th inning. The other, up until that point, he had faced Grayson Smith had faced the minimum, and that puts Georgetown now to 9-0 in district, and gives them a cushion over Rouse, which fell to 5-2. And Georgetown now is 17-7-1 on the season and has outscored its district opponent 66-16. And you know, anytime you have a 50-run margin over your opponents, you're doing pretty darn good. Cedar Park was playing at Cedar Creek, I believe, tonight, so they probably stayed, probably went to 6-1. One would assume that they would beat Cedar Creek. Friday night now, Georgetown will repay the call, weather permitting, since the weather forecast is fairly dismal for Friday night. It's 7 p.m. at Rouse. And Conley will be at Eastview on Friday night. Cedar Creek will be at Cedar Park, and Hutto will be at Bastrop. And Rob is ready down on the field with Grayson Smith.
Hear me all right? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So they got me down here. Hey, down here on the field with the pitcher tonight, number 14, Grayson Smith, man, pitching a shutout. Tell us about the game tonight. You know, a lot of just really good, I don't know the word, hype going into this one in a way, but you're playing against a very quality team. One of the 3, what I call elite teams here in 19-5A. Coach Crimpina has done an amazing job, but what was it like tonight? You know, you're the first player here in district now to pitch a shutout. What was it like? Completely shutting out Rouse?
It was a great feeling, and I couldn't have done it without my defense. They were there the whole game. I think I only had like 3 Ks, and without them, none of this could happen.
Grayson, talk about the competitiveness of Rouse. You know, a lot of folks
coming in saying, well, Rouse is going to put some runs on the board, but tonight you just said it, the defense holding up well and the pitching not bad as either. You only allowed 1 hit tonight, but talk about the competitiveness of Rouse and then what it felt like just to allow that 1 hit. Actually, I think it was 2 hits if I'm not mistaken. So, but talk about that. We were kind of joking up in the booth. You know, we record for both Rouse and for Georgetown, so you guys both have film on each other. But coming into this game, you look at a quality team. We've talked about Rouse now as they dropped 2 games. You guys are poised just for a really great run here in 19-5A. Now with your 9th district win, talk about the confidence level right now, because each game it appears that you guys are just gaining more and more confidence. You know, we saw some struggles early against Eastview, or beg your pardon, against can't think right now, against Elgin and Bastrop, but now the pressure's on and you guys are handling the pressure well. Talk about that.
We're growing as a team. Each one of us, we're becoming closer. We know we know what we're all capable of, and I think we're just all putting it into one giant puzzle and we're solving things, figuring things out.
Awesome. Well, Grayson, final question. Camera right there on you as always. Who do you want to send some shout outs to, some love tonight, man?
My mom, my dad, definitely my brother, my lovely girlfriend Suze, and couldn't have done any of this without my catcher Wyatt. That's my homie.
There you go, man. Hey, appreciate you, Wyatt. Or appreciate you, Grayson. He's talking about Wyatt Grayson Smith, Georgetown Eagle player of the game. Our co-player of the game here tonight now, number 5, Cole Posey. Copo. It was a lot of Copo to Como out there tonight. Talk about playing in the shortstop position. You know, you got the rally started, and I'll ask you about that shortstop position, but you really got the rally started tonight for Georgetown. At that point, you guys hadn't scored a run yet, but then you had that 2 RBI single, bringing in Nitch and David. Talk about the game tonight, Cole.
Right, so it was a great game. You know, anytime we have a pitcher go out and, you know, give up 2 hits and throw a complete game, we always got a good chance to win. We played great in the field, but on that hit, you know, I couldn't do it without the guys on second and third. You know, Coach Brindley talks about wave after wave after wave. You know, if the person in front of us doesn't get it done, it's the next person coming up, and that's what we're waiting for, that opportunity.
You just mentioned something talking about the play around the bases. I know we talk a lot about Cole Moore at first, but can you tell us about the gameplay of Jeffrey David out there at third and how he assists you out there? He's having a phenomenal year as well.
Yeah, he's having a great year. You know, he's a newcomer on varsity, but he's done a great job for us at third. You know, kind of helping me out in the 6 hole. You know, if I can't quite get there, he's there to make the play, so he's been a great addition.
Cole, this year, what do you think the biggest change in the team in a positive way has been? You know, for us on the broadcasting end, we see a lot of great things happening, but on the defense, things are looking really sharp. Talk about some things that you've noticed this year that have just been amazing for you guys so far through 9 games.
Right, so, you know, defense has been great. Offense has been really good, too, and so is pitching. But, you know, I think it kind of goes beyond that and kind of the chemistry. You know, we got a really good team chemistry. The guys love being around each other, and, you know, we're together a lot, that's for sure, but we love being around each other.
Cole, final question here. How does it feel right now to have 9 games under your belt, undefeated here in district play?
Man, it feels great. You know, we aren't really paying attention to the scoreboard, you know, for that matter. We're not really paying attention to our record either. Just going out there and playing like Coach Foster preaches. But, you know, it feels really good.
Awesome. You know, Coach was looking over your shoulder, so you better mention him. So that's a good job, Cole. Well, anyways, final question here. Who do you want to send a shout-out to? Some love tonight. Camera right there on you, Cole.
Shout out SHN, shout out coaches, shout out Grayson on a great pitching performance tonight, shout out parents, and shout out Lord and Savior.
Awesome, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Cole Posey, our SHN Georgetown Eagle co-player of the game tonight, getting things rocking and rolling. And we will now welcome over Coach Adam Foster. Adam, I'm Coach Foster. I said Adam, man. That's disrespectful. I don't say that, Coach. That's not right. Coach, you know, Matt Leishman has done such a good job over the years, so I'm just trying to fill his shoes, man. So hopefully we're getting things rocking and rolling here. Hey, 9 games under the belt, Coach. How does it feel now to be 9-0 here in District 19-5A, especially after a very quality win tonight over a very competitive Rouse Raider team?
Yeah, you know what? We took advantage of some situations today, and Cole Posey had a huge knock that kind of put the nail in the coffin. You could tell it took the wind out of their sails, but man, the player of the night for sure is Grayson Smith. Man, they had no answer for him, other than those 2 hits in the 6th inning and one in the 6th and one in the 7th. Man, they had no answer for him. So huge kudos to him.
Well, you jumped to my second question. I was going to ask you your thoughts on the gameplay of Grayson Smith tonight, only allowing 2 hits and then shutting out the game. It's got to be a great feeling for Coach Brindley. I know he's used the head coach as well. Talk a little bit more about that pitching tonight from Grayson Smith.
Yeah, man, he kept him off balance, and he really located really well tonight. So he went, 7 innings and no walks, and man, that's all we're asking for those guys to pound the strike zone. So Coach Brindley's ecstatic.
Coach, tonight you score them when you can get them. Not a lot of hits from Georgetown tonight, though, but you know, you guys are getting tattooed all over the place. I'm sure the bandages and the ice is building up in there. A lot of hit by pitches this year, but talk about the play so far as that goes. You know, you guys didn't get a lot of hits tonight, but you were able to get on base through other ways and able to score. Talk about that, Coach.
Yeah, so our main objective is to get on first. And if we can get on first base, we know we're going to score. We know we're going to have a chance to win the ball game. So we really don't care how we get there, bunts, hits, walks. It don't matter to us. We just want to get to first.
Coach, last couple of questions here. You know, tonight the rain cloud's looking a little, you know, ominous at times, but things kind of overshadowed, and we were able to get through and get this one going at 7:10. Talk about the play tonight with the wind kind of in your face here tonight.
Yeah, it really made us try to stay on top of the baseball. So we had some really firm ground balls, you know, that didn't find holes, but you know, that's the only thing that really changed for us. And we could, you know, throw inside a little bit more, and with no threat of them going deep.
Well, Coach, now 9-0 again. Rouse is going to bring, you know, Coach Crimpine, just a great coach. We talk a lot about him, as we do you guys, of course, but he has really turned that program around. So you know, coming up on Friday that they're going to bring it on their home turf. Talk about some things on Friday coming up that you guys are going to have to work on.
Yeah, you know, we're just going to have to stay with the things that we do well. You know, we're going to go back to work Wednesday and Thursday. They've got a stable full of arms over there, so we'll get ready for those guys and, you know, just keep predicting to teams what we want them to do, and we'll be successful.
Awesome, Coach. Great win again tonight. Beautiful win over Rouse. We appreciate you, Coach Adam Foster. Once again, Coach Adam Foster for the Georgetown Eagles. Down here on the field, we always appreciate the hospitality and all of the Georgetown Eagle baseball staff. And tonight, of course, two players of the game, but really Grayson Smith doing the damage. Cole Posey out there as well, helping to get things rolling for Georgetown as well. The score tonight, 6-0 on the home turf. Georgetown taking care of business. And it's going to be a great game come Friday, and a lot of folks have talked about this may be a split series. You know, Rouse is really going to bring their top game, so we'll see what happens on Friday. For now, I'm going to send it right back up into the booth, Galen, Wellnicki, and we'll shut this one down. Galen, back over to you. I'll join you in a few minutes.
Looking ahead, the win by district, we'll play District 25A, and they've got a heck of a race shaping up down there between three teams. Right now, Magnolia, Tomball, and Brenham are all tied at 5-1, and Tomball Memorial and Willis share the fourth place at 3-3. But there's a lot of thinking that Memorial is probably the better of those two teams, and so there. And then in the same thing in District 18-5A. We've got a close race there between College Station at 5-1 and Temple at 4-1 and Brian Rudder at 4-1. That's another one of these districts like ours that have where teams have byes. And then 17-5A is just barely underway. It's only a 6-team district, and they're only 2 or 3 games into their district right now. Lindale and Corsicana are leading that district 2-0, and White House and Ennis are 1-1. Right now, our district, we're 9-0, and their Rouse is 5-2. The other games tonight sent Conley to Eastview, Cedar Park to Cedar Creek, and Bastrop to Hutto. Hutto, you know, we got for fourth place, we got a race between Elgin, Cedar Creek, and Hutto, which could develop into a pretty good scramble between those three teams. And Rob's back up here in the booth, and he just gave me the signal to keep yapping, so I guess I'll yap a little bit. The ratings, this will help us hold the ratings with a 13th place, but the thing is, how much do the ratings mean? And once you get in district and the playoffs, it's whether you win a game, and you know, it's very simple. All you need is 1 run after 7. You know, it's nice to have 6 runs after 7. But, you know, you could easily get by with 1 run after 7, so, or 10 runs after 5. I see Nathan's got the camera on us. He's trying to.
Well, Galen, back up here. I appreciate you. Thanks for all the fine work that you do as well. And, you know, when Cole's here, we got the camera right in our face too, man. So we appreciate Cole Smith as well and the fine work that he does up here in the booth with us. But, Galen, let's look at the final numbers tonight. Of course, Georgetown victorious 6-0 here against a very competitive and quality Rouse team, as Cole has the camera there on our mugs for a minute. You know, you already broke down quite a bit of this one today here, Galen, but let's look at the totals again. Georgetown, 6 runs on 2 hits. They left 5 on base. No errors for the Eagles. 2 errors for the Rouse Raiders. And the rest of their stats, zeros across the board besides those 2 hits.
You know, it's strange where you get a game like this, a 6-0 game, and both teams only have 2 hits. Of course, we had 4 batters hit, and when we had a bunch of walks to help us, so, and a couple errors.
Well, as I said down there on the field with Coach Adam Foster, on Friday, Rouse, this isn't a typical Rouse Raider team. We're going to see a lot of change, and you know, I was joking around, but it's the truth. We have video on both teams, so they're going to go back. They're going to study film. They're going to look at things. But Rouse definitely going to work on bringing their game Friday. What are some things that we have to look out for as far as Georgetown fans up here in the broadcast booth, Galen?
Well, I think one thing, we got to continue, as Adam said, we've got to continue to pound the strike zone with the pitchers. And I think Brindley will probably, if we follow our usual rotation, Brindley will be the pitcher. Although we got to look to the fact that we've got Cedar Park the next day in the afternoon, so there's not going to be a big break between those 2 games. That Cedar Park game's at 1 o'clock, I believe, at Cedar Park.
Well, as Nathan, we'll send it back down to Nathan on the field here in just a second, as he's down there on the field, and we'll stand up and kind of wrap this one up here again tonight, Galen. Georgetown again victorious 6-0, doing what they had to do here on their home field. We look forward to Rouse on Friday. And Galen, you just mentioned a few things, but final closing remarks before we shut this one down here tonight.
Big win. Either one of the games this weekend would be a 10th win and would definitely put Georgetown into the playoffs. I don't think there's any scenario where 10 wins would not put you in the playoffs. And then you still got Conley and Cedar Creek left to go at the end of the season, at the tag end of the season. So you got a chance to get 4 more wins there. So, you know, you win 2 of these 4 games, and you're in right now in this block of the schedule, and you're in darn good shape.
Well, hey, you couldn't have said it any better. And on a day where we thought rain may come into the field here, starting 10 minutes late, Georgetown victorious in a very impressive way. Rouse will fall to 5-2 in district play. Georgetown now improves to 9-0, but the battle continues. 4 games in 8 days. It'll be Rouse and then a challenge versus Cedar Park as well. It's going to be a great run here to end things up, Galen.
It sure is, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Galen, as always, appreciate the fine work you do up here in the booth. I'm Rob Hipp for Galen Wellnicki. Cole Smith up here tonight, our technical director. Nathan Height down on the field operating camera. We appreciate all the fine work of our SHN Sports family. Also the Rouse crew, Carl Schoening, along with Michael Francis here in the house tonight as well. And our Leander crew, Chuck Cracy, Rich Hensley, and all of our SHN Sports family throughout the network. Again, your happy final tonight. Georgetown victorious, improves to 9-0, defeating the Rouse Raiders here on Georgetown's home field, 6-0. We'll be back on the air Friday. That is 6:50 airtime. We'll have the first pitch at 7 o'clock. Remember, friends, as I always like to say, we're not strong enough alone to make it our own. We need each other. So provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. For everybody across the SHN family, good night and God bless. We will see you on Friday. Good night from Georgetown.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Schoening Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Schoening Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Schoening Hipp Network and SHNSports.com.